Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Drawing with Mr. Sepulveda. I'm Mr. Sepulveda.
I'm Cooper. I'm Madelyn. And I'm Parker.
And we want to thank you guys for joining us and counting down the 12 days of Christmas by making 12 days of Christmas art. And because of the holiday season, because of it's Christmas Eve today, we decided to shoot a bonus video just for you guys. Cooper, can you let the viewers know what we're drawing today?
Santa Claus.
Awesome. And Madelyn and Parker, can you let them know what materials we'll need for today's art piece?
Make sure you get something to draw with and some paper. And something to color with.
And the something we're coloring with today are our favorites, alcohol markers. So go ahead, pause the video, grab those materials, and when you're ready, join us for a little bit of Christmas art. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started on our Santa Claus. First thing we're going to draw a nose in the center, and I'm going to give Santa a nice round schnoz. Nice round nose over here, okay? And I'm putting it somewhere near center or a little above center. And the reason I'm putting it a little bit above center is because Santa's got like a really floofy beard, like a real fluffy beard, a little big one, right? So I'm going to kind of leave that space down there. He definitely does, right? Next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go straight into the mustache. And so with the mustache, we'll go ahead and put in this round little shape like this, like it's a little bump over here, right? Where it's coming off of his nose, good. And then we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So we'll go ahead and do that. Just like that, good. And then we got to figure out where it's going to part in his nose. And usually the part happens somewhere around the middle. I'm going to go a little bit under his nose, and then I'm going to start doing a nice curve going that way. I'm going to leave some space here. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an option. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Perfect. And can you guys guess what we're doing on the other side?
The same thing.
The same thing. Good. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. Okay. And again, this is where I'm going to give you guys an option. Okay. Your option is to, one, either finish this curl off, right? So it comes down into a point on both ends. Or two, we can kind of give them a little bit of a floof. We can kind of make it a little bit more rounded. I'm going to show you what the rounder looks like to see if that's what you want to do. So I'll kind of do one of these guys, a little of this guy, and then a little bit of that guy. So I'm putting 3 bumps here if that's what you want to do, or you can keep it one solid motion. I'll let you guys make your decisions, okay?
Do we do the same thing on the other side?
Yeah. So if you, whatever decision you make on one side, we'll do to the other, okay? We'll do the same thing. Give him a little bit of this floof. Kind of looks like bird wings, right? Like Santa, like honestly, like if this was upside down, it's like eyebrows on like the Lorax, or it's like a bird flying. I have no idea, but it definitely looks funny, I think. I like that Parker went a different route, so that's gonna be cool. When we get to the coloring stage, we're definitely gonna have different colored Santas, and I think that's gonna be awesome when we actually look at them. So I'm really excited about that. After we have this, we got to figure out about the size of his head. So I'm going to kind of go right here. Remember where we made that little bump, that little indent? That's kind of where I'm putting this part of his head. And I'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So they're going to look almost like little C's or parentheses in math. Right? Oh, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like parentheses in math? Yeah, just like that. PEMDAS, yes.
I'm learning about it.
Folks at home.
I'm in third
grade. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna add some eyes. I kind of like round eyes. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna give him some round eyes.
I used to do like a line and then a U.
So I'm gonna a line and then a U. Hey, whatever eyes you feel comfortable with, you can give to Santa. That's completely okay. I'm just gonna give him 2 circular ones. That's just how I'm feeling for my Santa.
He looks cuter with that.
Yeah, he looks cool, right?
And cute.
And cute. Like Santa's cute.
Now.
Yeah, he's looking like a human. All right, I'm going to give him a little wrinkles because we know he's a little bit on the old side, right? So we'll give him like a little wrinkle here and a little wrinkle here. I'm making them rounder because then it kind of gives an illusion towards his cheeks and stuff like that because he's got like big cheeks. Yeah, that looks really good. Awesome job, guys. Next thing we'll do, we'll go ahead and we'll give him some irises. That's the colored part of the eye. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 2 small circles inside of his eye. So these will be the irises. Okay. So this will be the colored part when we get to coloring. There may come a point, and I'll tell you this now, it may come to a point where you're like, you know what, I don't want them colored. I might make them all black. I might fill them in all black and then put some white dots in there for like those cutesy eyes, if you know what I'm talking about.
Can I really like
Yep, and that's what I'm thinking I might end up doing. Yeah, and that might be what I'm thinking by the time I get to the coloring stage. But if you want to keep your irises in here and you want them colored, they're there. But there's always that option to color them in all black later. Yeah, kind of like that, yeah. And if you want, Madelyn, if you want to color it completely black, I do have white acrylic paint. We would just put the dots in there and they'll definitely give you the highlights, okay? So it's up to you, okay? And I think that's exactly what I'll do afterwards, okay? Next thing we need are some eyebrows. The way that I make eyebrows are by making curved triangles. That's kind of how I make my eyebrows. It's just a curved triangle. I give him a little flat side, closer to the inside of his nose, and then I round it out.
It's not that
just
same
like
thing,
that.
opposite side.
Right? Yep, and we're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. Good. Just like that.
Symmetrical Santa.
Kind of symmetrical Santa, right?
I'm coloring them in.
Yep, you can color them in now or wait till we do the alcohol markers. It's entirely up to you. Okay. All right. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna give him a hat. I like the rim of his hat to be a little bit more on the flatter side. And so when I do his rim, this is kind of what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going straight across. If you want to leave gaps, you totally can. I left some gaps in here, but you don't have to. If you want to connect them, feel free to totally connect these gaps, okay? But I'm just kind of going across.
I did mine around curvy.
And that's okay. I kind of curved mine downward. I don't know if you see it. I kind of went downward on mine.
That's what I did mine above the
Yeah,
eyebrows.
and I like that. You know, yeah, go above the eyebrows. I kind of went underneath the eyebrow over here, right? But either way, I think it's kind of cool because when we color them in, we'll definitely see that.
Okay. One in the middle.
Yep. Good. Sounds good. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Good looks. We're also going to put in some of his hair on his side. And we're going to also put in ears. So the first thing we're going to do is give him a little bit of a curve on this side. So the edge of that hat, or where we think the edge of the hat is, we'll do like kind of like a nice little curve over here. Yep. And then we'll do the same thing to the opposite side. Because we're going to want his beard to come out this way. So that's why we're putting the curve in. Okay? Yeah, it looks good, Parker.
Really good.
Yeah, no, it looks good from here.
I can't see really.
Okay. Oh, you want me to move closer? Can you see it? Okay. We're going to put 2 ears on both sides. So we'll go ahead and give him some ears. I'll give him some big ears. It's kind of like Dumbo to me, right?
Dumbo.
Yeah, just like that. Just big old round ears. Good. I think these things are going to be really awesome when we're done with them. I can already tell. And then usually with the inside of the ear, you can kind of have fun with this. Sometimes I just put like 2 little curls in here, just like that.
I do that.
Because that kind of works for me. Okay, I like that one too, right? You can make them as unique as you want. Okay. Ooh, he did the squiggle too. Okay, so we got some squigglers. We got some little lines over here. We're pretty good. And then the next thing we're going to do, that hat's still going to kind of expand a little bit out. And what we'll do is we'll curve it up on both sides, just like that. Okay. Yep, that's looking great. Yeah. Okay. And this is the part that has a little bit of fluff. So I'm just going to do fluff by just putting in some round shapes here and then connecting it at the end. Yeah, and you can make them as round as you want, as many as you want, as spiky as you want. There's really no rules to the hat. But I definitely do enjoy the way that a lot of these guys kind of come out with all these unique hats, right? Okay. Got Madelyn. Good. Okay. Perfect. Good. It's looking good, kiddo. All right, I think we're gonna have some good Santas here. So we're gonna finish off his hat. And so when I do his hat, I'm gonna start off with a round shape, kind of like a cone shape that kind of shoots downward like this. Okay, and I'm leaving in a little bit of a gap here because what I'm gonna do on the back end of it is put out the back part of the hat. So, and it's up to you. You could always connect it. You don't have to. But I'm going to kind of go out across, come down and swoop it, and then bring it back into the hat. So I kind of went across, swooped it, and down. It's almost like going across, going down a slide, and then rounding it back to the hat.
How about I have enough room for them?
Oh, and it's okay. So I noticed that when you did it, because I'm probably going to end up kind of similar to you. But I'll kind of show you how that'll work. Yep, and then you kind of swoop it outward and then back in. It'll work out either way. It'll be pretty good. Okay? So if you're like me, and if you're like Cooper's, right, I'm just going to put some fluff here. It's going to go off the page for me. right? His might go off the page for him, okay?
I don't think it can even get on the page.
No, it's okay, because you can start it over here and then bring them out, right? And then if you look like Madelyn's, then yours is probably going to all stay on the page, which is pretty good. And then I've got Parker on the side, and you can also have yours too. Did you notice how we pulled out this side? So I know yours might be, yeah, just like that. See, and yours will be on the page as well, right? And so that's kind of one way to kind of have your hat sticking on there, right?
Is there a way to like
cover that up? Absolutely. So remember how I said I have white acrylic paint?
Yeah.
It definitely works with Sharpie, so we can definitely cover it up with some white, so that'll totally work, okay? Next thing we need is gonna be this beard for Santa. So what I like to do for Santa's beard is one, on this side, I have this imaginary line on this beard, and then I kind of swoop it out, okay? Kind of swoop them out a little bit.
Does it matter how long it is?
No, I'm trying not to hit the bottom of the page just yet, because I want to make sure that it comes down to almost a point near the center.
Mine's gonna go
Okay?
off the page.
And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm just going to kind of swoop them out. And it's okay if it's not 100% symmetrical either, okay? So I want you guys to know that right up front.
Mine's gonna go like off the page.
Okay, and we can actually shorten it up this way, if you really want to.
Ooh.
Okay, so that works too.
Because some beards like go down.
Yeah, my beard kind of goes down. You've seen mine, it's like a little bit of a floof ball.
it went
Okay?
away.
No, it's okay, don't worry about that. So we're going to go ahead and kind of finish this part. And I'm going to just treat it like just a regular floof. Kind of come down to a point, and then floof it back up. So all I did was just kind of a little zigzag pattern or a little round pattern, similar to the top a little bit.
I did not do that good on it.
No, that's not bad. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
Mine looks like a...
And then whatever we
looks like-
color in his beard, we can always put the details there, or you can do the details with your liner or your pen or whatever it is that you want. Okay?
Remember, there is white acrylic
Yeah,
paint.
I do have white acrylic paint, so any mistakes we make, we can totally clean up. Okay? And so if you're at home, if you also have white acrylic paint, like a Posca paint marker or something like that, that generally helps out. Okay? How do you guys feel about your pieces right now?
Good.
You feel pretty good? It's looking good? It's about to look even better because guess what?
We're in the mouth.
No, not the mouth. Although you could add a mouth if you want Santa to have a mouth. You could just add a little U over here if you really want to.
Coloring.
Yeah, if you really want to, right? So here, I'll do that with you, Madelyn, right? I'll give him a little mouth. And then this could be his mouth inside here. We could end up putting a line over here, kind of forming a triangle, Madelyn, right up top here. And we can kind of go down just like that. We can give him a little tongue over here. And this way we can see his mouth and it separates his mouth from his beard. Oh, look, you gave him a tongue too. See, I like the way that you did it. See, you didn't even have to do it the way that I did it. So that actually looks really good. I wouldn't change a thing. I think it looks perfect. All right, so we'll clean everything up here and then we're going to start jumping into our coloring step. You guys at home get to watch it in a time lapse. Boys and girls, welcome back. Here's our finished results. Guys, tell me, what you guys think about this Santa Claus drawing?
So what I really liked is the drawing part and drawing the mustache, especially right here. And just how the swoop comes down and it looks like a bird. And also the coloring part where you got to like shade in and like do the like outside where it gets darker. And I love drawing the hat. It just looks so 3D and good.
I loved how we could use a marker to fix our mistakes and make his eyes just a bit better. And I love the coloring that we used to blend in and make it even cuter.
Very cool.
What I really liked about this drawing is the drawing part itself.
The drawing part itself, yeah, I think that was a lot of fun as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. You guys take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.